Welcome back to Great Day Houston. All right, so your girlfriend, we'll call her Mitzi, started this new fad diet and she lost 20 pounds right away. You tried the diet and you gained 2 pounds. So what went wrong? Well, fact of the matter is it's not a one-size-fits-all plan when it comes to losing weight. And our next guest really look under everything to make sure that your diet plan fits your body and you get the results. Dr. Brian Anderson is with Discover Wellness Houston and Tracy Mahan is the clinic director with Discover Wellness Houston. Hello there.
Hey.
All right, so that is one of the biggest mistakes that I think a lot of us do. We see where somebody may have lost weight on something that's not really sustainable, and so we go gravitate toward it, and it doesn't work for us. Why?
Yeah, so I hear this all the time in a weight loss consultation with a patient. You know, they become frustrated and tell me that I lost a little bit of pounds really fast, or I did and it all came back.
Yeah.
And then I've never been able to break that cycle. And the reason why is because there's always a cause. And for your friend Mitzi, she accidentally just stumbled upon her cause, right? But everything we do, from the testing to the consultation with you and going over your history and figuring out what you really tried and what's worked and what hasn't worked, it's all about getting to your root cause of your own individual problem.
Yeah, because we know much more about how the body deals with food today than we've ever known before, and all the different reasons why we may end up gaining weight or being able to lose weight.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there could be an inflammation problem with one person. The next person could have a thyroid dysfunction or a gut leaky problem or an adrenal fatigue problem, and all these other things, if they're not addressed, it's not going to be sustainable with any program.
Yeah, and Tracy, the problem is when people have been through something over and over and over again, they have a tendency to give up.
True, but imagine you go to a weight loss consult and they tell you to eat things, and chicken and broccoli, for instance, are very healthy foods. They're very lean. However, you come to our Discover Wellness office, we test you, and you find out that the chicken and broccoli are actually creating inflammation in you. So we customize each program based off of your testing to get the optimal results. You may or may not have chicken. You may need something other than that. And we
because our bodies process food differently,
to lower
right?
that inflammation as a result.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about inflammation. There have been times where I have lost a minimum amount of weight, and people went, oh my gosh, you lost a ton of weight. It really wasn't the pounds. It really was I wasn't puffy anymore because I had my hormones balanced, right? But inflammation, what it does in the body.
Yeah, so imagine like I hit my thumb with a hammer today, right? And that will heal if you get rid of the cause. But if every single day you wake up and smack your thumb again with the same hammer, every single day that tissue is going to be injured. And that's what we do to ourselves with the food we eat. We don't even realize it.
Yeah.
That our cells are literally becoming injured by the types of foods that we're using on a regular basis.
Yeah, so it's not just about nutrition in that aspect, it's about what kind of nutrition works well in your body. All right, so you have a customized food menu for every body type. So they sit down with you and they'll go through like, okay, I like this, I don't like this, I can eat this, I can't eat, and then you also have the testing to back it up.
Well, we do the testing first. We tell you, we give you everything you need. Our program is very simple in that you follow what we give you, and we will tell you what foods to eat. We also give you tons of recipes that are delicious. The food is good, and you are not hungry at all.
Yeah, when you say tons of recipes, that tells me that you're not talking processed foods. You're talking about you being able to go to the store and buy stuff as wholesome as possible and put it together in a way that tastes good, because that's the other place where we fail, is that, does it taste good?
Right.
Yes.
All right, and you're eating all the time. That's the other thing I think a lot of people don't understand. They think that, and I hesitate to call it a diet plan, but they think that it's all about what you can't do.
Right.
And really, you're like, no, you need to eat to lose weight.
Yeah, you know, you have to have nutrition. To burn up fat in your body is a very expensive process for your body. And if you're nutrient deficient, you can't run that machine. Does that make sense? It requires the fuel from your food.
All right. Then people say, okay, you've had a lot of great success with folks who can lose, 40, 50, 100 pounds, whatever, right? But they'll think, okay, are you exercising like a maniac? No.
Yeah, the cool thing about it is we want to really control what we're doing during these 40 days. So there's no exercise that's required. There's nothing artificial. There's no hormones. It's just pure
no
real
hunger,
food.
no drugs. And we're looking right here at people that have gone in and just made such a difference on that road to being well. We've interviewed folks who've been through your program before, and one of the first things they say is, never hungry. All right, you were going to say?
Actually, this one right now is Jane, and Jane was starting her weight loss story before she came to us, but hit a plateau. She couldn't lose weight no matter what she did anymore. With our testing, we found out that Jane was actually needing some help with her adrenals, with detoxing. She had some inflammation as a result, probably of some toxic medication that she was taking. Medications do create inflammation in us, and by changing that, following our program, she lost an additional 23 pounds. And she actually was told by her medical doctors that she no longer had to take that prescription drug anymore
Wow.
either.
Yeah.
So creating health, and that is what our program is about, balancing the body, creating health, and as a byproduct, you really lose the weight. I mean,
Yeah.
we guarantee that.
Yeah, and we're taking a look at this couple right here.
Yeah.
They had poor eating habits like a lot of us do,
Yes.
right? But lost 62 pounds so far together.
Edgardo, he lost 15 pounds within 10 days, the very first thing he lost. And he's changed his habits for a lifestyle. We still see him as a patient for a chiropractic side. And what we've seen is that he has lost over 43 pounds total and doing very well with his lifestyle now.
Yeah, and then
And
Stephanie,
his wife lost weight too. And
Yeah.
doing it as a couple was unique. Very, keeps them from, in accountability. They can't cheat. You know?
Well, you're not fixing separate meals for somebody either, so it's
Yes.
convenience also. Again, Stephanie, we saw also she needed to detox and balance her hormones. Another thing you touched on with when your hormones are out of balance, like the thyroid will regulate your metabolism as well. And so look at that right there. And there's that, almost it seems like there's the inflammation right there. It's like she's puffy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she was actually, as an elite athlete as well, during her student year, she was performing at a subpar level, did the program, went back in and found she was stronger after doing our program, and at an elite level, that's key.
Yeah,
You
it's
wanna-
really, you're pushing the reset button because
Yes.
there's a lot of damage that happens with our body just the fact that we eat or breathe in certain things, right? So you can go back and clean that body back out and put it in balance so it can operate the way it was meant to operate. You guys guarantee weight loss of 20 to 40 pounds within 6 weeks.
Absolutely.
And the outcome of the program, as we know, it could do other things. I always found that when I eat right for a little bit, then I don't want the bad stuff anymore. And so it resets your sugar cravings, if the sugar is your issue, resets your hormones we talked about, and renews your energy as well.
Yeah, I was, the last patient I just spoke with about weight loss was finishing up and told me she was a chocoholic. And now she just looks at chocolate and she says, it's crazy. I used to have to use all the willpower in my body. Now I just don't want it. What's wrong with me?
That's because, I'm gonna sound real smart, because you reset the hypothalamus.
Exactly.
Yes.
We just retrain your body. Once you go through a few weeks of this, it doesn't take long before your hormones change, your taste buds change, your body's needs change, and you feel so much better that you look at that and your body literally rejects it. It doesn't even want it.
It wants to do the right thing.
It wants the right thing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I did that when I lost weight at one point. I ate a candy bar, and let me just say, it did not make it past, it didn't make it to my stomach. I was like, I don't like that anymore. All right, there's a special offer that we have at Discover Wellness. It is, you can receive $27 on your first visit consultation with Body Composition, the analysis that they do on the body. And it's normally $99. It's just $27 on that first visit for your body consultation analysis. For the first 25 callers, call this number, 832-963-THIN. 832-963-THIN. That really works out to be 8466. DiscoverWellnessHouston.com. You can log on there for more information.